Hello, I'm Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. Um, uh, Callie wanted to visit today. Her belly's getting nice and big. Because she's having some babies. Now, if you haven't watched my fidget toy video yet from this week, then I want to point out that I expected my breathing Buddha to come this week, and it didn't. And it's not like behind on shipping, like they never shipped it. So I am currently waiting for a refund that they keep promising me will come. For them not even shipping it out. But so Amazon's been giving me the runaround about it. I've contacted them 4 separate times for this same refund because they never even bothered to ship the very expensive meditation item that I ordered. They never even shipped it out. And now they're giving me the runaround about giving me a refund. They said they were giving it to me, but then it never processed. And I had to contact them 4 separate times already. And now they're claiming I have to wait 24 hours for it to process because there is a technical issue with it processing, which I think is a lie for them to get away with the fact that they never processed my refund, because they have a serious issue with giving people refunds through Amazon. I don't know why they're so desperate to avoid actually giving you refunds when they owe you refunds, but it's become a very, very serious problem on their part. So, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that it'll be processed in 24 hours. I'm hoping I'm wrong, because then I can take that credit and place it towards actually rebuying the Breathing Buddha. Only, I don't think I'm going to buy the Breathing Buddha itself this time because, again, it was never placed in my order. What the heck, phone? Sorry. I have this thing that keeps popping up on my phone lately, and I'm about ready to delete it. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it just keeps popping up saying that it's not running properly when I'm not even trying to run that app and haven't for months now. So whatever. Anyway, so I'm hoping I'm wrong, but in my experience with their refunds or anything having to do with taking responsibility for things that go wrong through them, I have a feeling that they're just making an excuse to get me to give up on trying to get my refund, which they are notorious for. I have had this problem with them on countless occasions where they gave me the runaround endlessly for weeks in an attempt to get me to give up. And I don't give up that easily. You owe me a refund, you're going to give me a refund. And I'm going to keep pestering you until you give me that refund. Because I'm not paying 20 bucks for an item that never came. That was never even shipped. Never even put in a box to be shipped to my address in the first place. So, yeah. They basically stole my money and are refusing to, are giving me the runaround about giving it back to me because they didn't give me what I paid for. So there's that. And then because the item, because the Breathing Buddha itself never shipped, I'm going to try a different company that sells something kind of similar. It's almost exactly the same thing, only it's a little bit cheaper and kind of a little bit cuter. It's called the Breathing Buddy, which actually looks more like a Buddha than the breathing Buddha, because the breathing Buddha just basically has like a face and long, weird shaped ears and a big belly and its arms going like this, and there's like pretty much nothing else to it. It's like one of those naked Buddhas that you see, only less detail. The breathing buddy is a little bit smaller. It's kind of wearing a toga. It's got a cuter face. But I mean, they're both pretty much exactly the same thing. Only, one's a little bit cheaper, and the cheaper one is actually a little bit cuter. They also have this pause breathing, like, dog pet thing too that I'm contemplating about getting for my spouse, my spouse, myself specifically, in the future, because I want to have one for the channel, which is the Buddha, little Buddha, for you guys, because I'm going for the whole meditative, I know what I'm doing thing. And I actually, when it comes to meditation, I actually do know what I'm doing. It's the yoga I'm learning that I'm not like really professional with yet, because I've never done yoga before until I started doing yoga for you guys. So that I'm still learning. I've been doing meditation in many different ways, many different forms since I was 12. So with that, I know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of new to teaching it and sharing it and whatnot. And I've never used alternative like tools for it before, because at home I really never needed to, because I had like the Chopin box of CDs that I would play in the background from my computer, and then I'd sit down in a closed off room where the cats couldn't get to me. and I would just breathe and relax and just kind of meditate. And then there's all the different forms of meditation that I've already taught you guys. Visualization, I've already taught you guys path working, and there's so many more different forms of meditation that I will get to, that I know how to use and do and whatnot, because I've been doing it for years. So and as I go, I will be adding instruments and the little breathing Buddha, and help us with that way. And I will be using my meditative fidgets and stuff too as well, in future videos. But so I just wanted to give you that update that I didn't get the breathing Buddha like I had expected and intended, because Amazon kind of screwed me, and hopefully they're not lying about it going through in 24 hours. Hopefully. But I have a feeling that they are. But let's cross our fingers and hope that I'm wrong, right? But but anyway, even though we don't have the breathing Buddha like I expected, we did get my drum last week. So we at least have that. And we also have my expertise in other forms of meditation as well. So I didn't do my meditation video last week like I intended to, because I was too excited about getting the drum. So that's why that video ended up entirely being all about the drum. and future plans for the videos. Yeah, I was excited. I was very excited about getting my beautiful drum, because look how pretty it is. In case you missed that video, look how pretty it is. It's a tree. It's the tree of life. It's the tree of life in winter. After fall has come. Because all the leaves are gone. So, yeah. But, and it's pretty nice on the other side. I mean, it's playing on the other side, but it's nice quality, well made, pretty nice drum. And I love how it's tiny and me sized, because like I said in the previous video, I expected it to come like this big, because I saw pictures of people holding it online and it was like this big. So I'm sitting there going, I'm tiny. Did I make a mistake buying that drum? Because I'm tiny. So I was really, really happy when it came and it turned out to be as tiny as me. So yeah. But anyway, I apologize about how stuffy I sound right now. I am recovering from severe allergies because so this is an issue, the issue I've been dealing with all weekend and all week last week. So my neighbors downstairs had been keeping the heat way too high. They seem to have fixed it today, thankfully. They seem to have either turned it down or off today, which is nice because I'm not sweating to the point where I'm dripping sweat and having issues with my hives. But yeah, I have an allergy to yeast, so when I sweat like that, I'm in agony. I get hives so bad that you don't want to know what. I mean, it doesn't just turn red and itchy. It's bad. It gets bad. I don't want to explain it because you're going to be like, ew. And then you're going to be thinking about it the whole time we're trying to meditate. And that's not conducive to meditation. But let's just put it this way. It's painful, it's gross, and it's just incredibly horrible. And then, so in order to get my area to feel better and to get the heat, out of here, I had to, because it really was that hot, I had to open my window and have my fan in the window push all of the air outside. And it's spring, so I am allergic to pretty much everything outside right now. Yeah. So I'm dealing with two different forms of allergies right now. A skin allergy, which it's still incredibly painful and I'm still trying to deal with. And now a nasal allergy from everything outside because I had to leave my window open for days and it was still so hot in here that I was still dripping sweat. And it wasn't the heat from outside because when I went outside, I had to wear a coat. But when I came back in, even with the window open and the fan pushing the heat out, it was still so warm in here that I was still dripping sweat. So, yeah. But thankfully they have finally turned it down, or off or whatever they did. But it's a normal, healthy, comfortable temperature in here now. I think they don't realize that heat rises. So when they keep the heat that high, it makes me sick. Physically. So, and I skipped the soup kitchen on Monday because of that issue. So, between the fact that I was having such bad problems with my nasal allergies that I literally lost my voice, which probably is a good thing for the people at the soup kitchen because they don't want to hear me talk anyway. Nobody does because I talk too much. And the fact that I literally had to put ice packs in my underwear to soothe my hives because of the heat. So, yeah, I am still recovering from both forms of allergies. So, yeah. I apologize for the nasal part, though, because I know it's hard to listen to meditation instructions when the person giving the meditation instructions has a clogged up nose. But anyway, to the meditation. So, I want you guys, while I, play with this drum, making a pretty steady beat, I want you guys to close your eyes And I don't want you to clear your heads. If you can clear your heads, yeah, that's perfectly fine. But if you have ADHD like I do, that's impossible. You can't if you have ADHD, you can't clear your mind. It's it's a thing. We can't do it. So, if you have ADHD, this is what I suggest. Don't listen to all the people that tell you clear your minds, because we all know that with ADHD you can't. If you can, then then that's perfectly acceptable. I mean, it works for those who are able to clear their minds. People with ADHD, like I have, can't. So, what I suggest when we meditate, for those of us who can't clear our minds, is to, kind of try to think and focus and imagine something happy, something positive that makes us feel relaxed. Like maybe imagine laying down in bed, and like the moments as you drift off to sleep, or something that makes you feel super relaxed, whatever it might be. um that's what I do, is I, instead of trying to clear my mind, because we know that doesn't work for people with ADHD. It doesn't. It's just it's just not gonna happen for us. But that's what I do, is I just try to focus on something that makes me feel relaxed. And for me for me it's snuggling with a kitty. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously I like kitties just a lot. So yeah, that's my meditative visualization for not when I'm trying to visualize my happy place, but when I'm trying to um clear my mind to meditate. So whatever feels right for you, do your best to visualize that. Or if you are one of those people that can clear your mind and just breathe, you know, do that too. Whatever works for you. So there is no wrong way to meditate. Okay? There's no wrong way to meditate. Okay, so we are going to close our eyes, and we're going to think about our calming, relaxing thing. We are going to breathe slowly and calmly. Breathe in, breathe out. Normally you would breathe in through your nose, but seeing as how I have my nose plugged, I cannot do that right now. And we want to do our best to relax and let our mind, our conscious thought, block out the light that is beyond our eyes, and do our best to pass into a peaceful, meditative, still state between sleep and awake. Don't do your best not to fall asleep though. Just just float there in between sleep and awake. Breathe in and out, calm and relaxed, peaceful and quiet and safe. Breathing in and out. Quiet, peaceful, relaxed, floating in between sleep and awake. There is a word for that, but I can't remember what it is at this particular moment. Sorry about that. Calm, quiet, peaceful, relaxed, slow, deep, relaxing breaths in and out. If you can hold your breath for a few minutes and then let it out, that's okay too. I don't do that because I have severe asthma and currently I can't breathe as it is. But that is perfectly okay. We will get to that when we get our breathing Buddha little buddy. But at the moment, probably a good thing we didn't receive him because I wouldn't have been able to follow that guided meditation with my nose plugged up. Calm, relaxed, peaceful, quiet. Focusing on that thing that keeps us relaxed, floating between sleep and awake. Breathing in and out calmly, deeply, slowly. We breathe slowly so we can calm our heart and put it into that peaceful meditative state. The slow breathing slows the heart and it slows the mind and it puts us in that relaxed, peaceful state. Slow, calm, peaceful breaths. Just in and out. And I'm sure if you have a sense of humor like mine, you're probably thinking, happy thoughts, huh? Closing our eyes, thinking happy thoughts. Do we need pixie dust? Are we going to float into the air? Nope. No pixie dust, just relaxation. Just relaxation and breathing and the calm, attempted steady drum beat. Doing my best. But when I laugh, it seems to hit a little bit harder, so This isn't Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. Ignore the cats getting into my dishes. I do my best too, hoping that they don't break anything. Or get stabbed by a fork. Thankfully, I put all my food utensils facing down in the dishes, so if they climb on anything, they're just gonna get handles. So they're safe. They're just not very behaved. Calm, relaxed, peaceful. Breathing in and out. As you guys can see, I'm not trying to go for a actual song on the drum. I'm just trying to do as steady a beat as I can to make this as meditative as possible. I'm not a professional with drums. I definitely don't know what I'm doing when it comes to the drum, but I figure a slow, repetitive drum beat would help with the meditation. I hope that it's helping you guys. It seems to be relaxing me, so hopefully it's having the same effect on you guys. Whenever you are ready, feel free to open your eyes, because it's getting to about 30 minutes here in total for the video. Not 30 minutes just with the drum, but in total. So when you feel ready, feel free to open your eyes, and I will do my Cats Against Anxiety cards. I love these. They are so cute. And today's card is... oh, it's a little gray tabby. Oh, that's cute. It says, "You will survive this." That's so cute. It's a little gray tabby in a bucket. You will survive this. And it says, that's funny, perfect timing for this card, as we did just do deep breathing with meditation. Oh, perfect. It says, "Deep breath. Close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Count to 5 and exhale slowly. Focus on your breath and the feeling of your lungs. Repeat as needed." That's perfect. That is perfect. So I'm going to show you guys the card and what it says. I don't know if you guys can read it very well, but I will post a picture at the end of the video, like I always do, of both sides of the card. So I'll keep that out for that. And then the reason I'm facing, when I put them back into the deck, the reason I'm facing them the other way is so that once I get to the ones I already did, instead of just redoing them, I can shuffle them and then redo them. Because it would be boring if I did the same ones over and over and over and over again in the same rotation. If I get to the end of the ones that I haven't done, then I'm just going to reshuffle them instead of just keep going around and around and around. That would get boring after a while. So, yeah. I'm not gonna just keep going through them. I'm gonna reshuffle them once I get to the ones that I haven't that I've already done. But we'll get there. We will get there. Little by little. But anyway, I wanted to make this one a short one today because last week's video was not last week's, but the video before last week, the one just before last week was 2 freaking hours long because I was in a very frustrated and um, just not well mood. I was dealing with a lot between the fact that I was and kind of still am being terrorized by women at the soup kitchen. They're thankfully leaving me alone there now. They're still terrorizing me at my home and around town, but at least there now they're leaving me alone. So, yeah, because how long that video was, on top of it, I was still dealing with emotions from finding out that the person I thought was my dad wasn't my dad. And it's not that I wanted him to be my dad because he molested me when I was 4 months old. Um, it's more like, I don't sit well with the story that I was told my whole life, finding out that even though I saw through a lot of the plot holes most of my life and I was treated like there was something wrong with me because I saw through those plot holes, now I come to find out the whole entire story was a lie to hide the fact that someone else was my dad. And to keep him from finding out, to keep us from finding out, and to keep the guy who my mom had been trying to use as like a baby daddy to take care of her from finding out before she had met Pat. Long before she met Pat. Um, it just doesn't sit well with me that she had been lying to me and everybody else my whole life for the last 37 years with this really detailed, very poorly put together, but very detailed lie. Um, and, she still hasn't told my brother. She didn't have me come over for Easter, which I didn't want to anyway. We both kind of made excuses. I know she holds Easter every year no matter what. So I know her making the excuse that she didn't have Easter was not true. I think she didn't want me there because she didn't want me to tell my brother that our dad is not the same dad as our siblings' dad. My older brother and sister, 2 sets of twins. So yeah, their dad is for sure their dad, um, who I now know is not our dad because we were conceived by somebody else and it was lied about that we were aborted and then reconceived by their dad. So the concept of us being aborted was a huge ass lie. Um, and then the concept of us being conceived a week after being aborted. Okay, any medical professional knows that you cannot get pregnant a week after having an abortion. It's not possible. You can't even get pregnant a month after an abortion. Your body has to heal before it can drop another egg. So, not possible. Physically not possible. So, that part of the story I had always kind of, uh, seen the holes in. Especially seeing as how my mom was a medical professional. Even at that time, she was a medical professional, so she knew better. She knew. Also, there's the fact that um, the pull-out method doesn't work. So claiming that she told my older brother and sister's dad to pull out, and supposedly he held her down to make sure that she did get pregnant. She knows the pull-out method doesn't work. She's a medical professional. She knows. So she knew, as well as I know, that that was clearly not a feasible part of the story either. Nor is the fact that she claimed my grandma talked her into getting an abortion and then took her to get it. My grandma, who I was raised by and know better than she does, that would absolutely never condone an abortion and hates the whole concept of abortion, and instead of abortion would rather help you take care of your kids, or take them off your hands if you decide that you don't want one, which is exactly what happened. She decided that four was too many, so she gave me to my grandma. um you know if my grandma was so into abortion, why'd she take me? Why did she put in my head my whole life how much she hates abortion and how against it she is, if she supposedly talked mom into getting an abortion, which is physically impossible to have happened in the time frame that we were conceived and born? So, the fact that me seeing through all of these plot holes in her story my whole life, she tried to convince me and everybody else that I was stupid and crazy, to try to cover up the fact that these are all lies that she perpetuated to not tell the truth about who my dad was. I think that's the thing that hurts me, that really upsets me. It's not who my dad was. I don't care who my dad was. I don't. I couldn't care less. I don't like Ray. My brother and sister's dad, and I don't like Pete, mine and Derek's real dad. But it's the fact that she tried to make me look crazy and stupid, and tried to make me feel that way for seeing through the lies of her story when I didn't even know what the truth was at the time. And now that I know, it hurts me so deeply that she felt that desperate to manipulate my mind and my heart that way, to try to make me look and feel crazy, to perpetuate her lie. Like, it really, really hurt me. And it still is hurting me. Even now. Like, I don't even know how to deal with it. And the fact that she was so willing to accept and even cover uh, uh, for me not wanting to come to Easter this year, and claiming that she wasn't holding Easter this year, which I know she did. She's never missed an Easter because she wants the kids to come. She wants to see the kids. So I think the only reason why she claimed that she wasn't doing Easter this year is because she didn't want me there, and I didn't want to be there anyway. Because, for one thing, I didn't want to deal with the situation of having to talk to Derek about it, because it shouldn't be my job. It's her lie. It's her job to tell him that he doesn't have the dad he thinks he does. It shouldn't be my job. I don't want to tell him. And aside from that, I wasn't feeling well. So, between the fact that I wasn't feeling well and I really don't want to deal with it, I wasn't going to go and then be forced to deal with it. So, I was like, I'm not going. I don't feel good, and I sure shit do not want to be the one to tell Derek and then have him turn around and act like I'm making it up, or like I'm an asshole because I'm the one who had to tell him, or something. I don't want to deal with it. It's not my job, and he deserves the right to know. But it shouldn't be me to tell him. But so yeah, that's why I ended up with a 2 hour long video 2 weeks ago, because I'm dealing with that, and the ladies at the soup kitchen um terrorizing me as well outside of the soup kitchen at my home and around town. But so I wanted to have a much shorter video this time, so I didn't go on and on and on and on and on about the soup kitchen. But so and now I've vented about my feelings about feeling lied to and kind of mentally abused over it my whole life, and feeling hurt by it long enough. So anyway, I don't want to bring you down after I just helped you guys meditate. That's not the point. I don't want to make you guys feel bad after I made you able to relax. I just wanted to explain why the one video is so darn long, and why I don't want to do a long video today. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. I hope it was able to help you guys relax, and please like, share, and subscribe, and have a beautiful day. And I will do my best to clear my allergy nasal problem up, and my other allergy problem up. So I could feel better and better go about my day. And well, and all the days upcoming in the future. But again, I apologize for my nasal issue. It is just allergies. I don't have a cold. It's just allergies. From me leaving the window open for days. Too much pollen coming in the window. But anyway, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to mention my sweatshirt. Last but not least, my sweatshirt. This is the school that I went to in high school, and it is also my daughter's school. So that is why I am wearing the Meridian sweatshirt. Meridian Mustangs. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.